Well, it's been 2 weeks and we've done no filming at all. We've basically just been waiting for contractors to come in, come out, come in, come out, come back again and give us some quotes. And so they've all managed to come in. We're quite happy with the result, but we've finally started to gut things out. What we're waiting on is a start date for the builder. He's had to buy in a certain type of framework, which Tony will talk about, because of the type of insulation that we're going to have in the van.
I haven't got a clue.
You have got a clue. So Tony this morning is ripping out
The corner bits.
the corner bits that can run all along the inside here, because we're going to pull the floor up. So this was the kitchen, and the plan originally was to turn this around.
We've done 3 iterations.
This is our third iteration, and then we decided, do you know what, we're just going to get rid of this bit and we're going to extend the kitchen out to here and just have an L shape here. But Tony had an epiphany, didn't you, darling?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, he had an epiphany, and because we're going to put a stud wall in here into the bedroom and make an ensuite here, it gave us a wall here and a wall here, and we worked out that...
Well, I think what spurned the idea was that if we did have the kitchen still here,
Yeah.
and we've got this wall here, the TV would be there.
Yeah.
And if you're sat over here, you're looking at it at an angle. So my epiphany was to put the kitchen there, because you've got the window to look out when you're washing up, or when I'm washing up. And we could have the sofa then here, opposite where you would watch the telly.
Oh, do you know what, Tony, that was inspired.
Well, look at us go. We're doing it to Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod. We've cleared out, so far, all of this floor. Look, we're doing it, it's going a good one. This is the underlay. We've cleared out all this cupboard area. I've pulled up all the corner bits, and we've done it in there, look. We just pulled that stuff back in just for a keepsake. And close the cupboard. And now we're starting to pull up all of the floor, ready for removal of the kitchen, which isn't actually on that floor, but it's actually on the floor itself, not actually on this wooden floor. So we've just offered it to people that want it. They can have it and come and have a look at it, and hopefully by the end of play today, all that will be up. We're going great guns, Deb. Got all the floor up, look. Looking like I don't know, an empty place. We've got all the floor up. And when I say we, I mean me. I've also...
How rude.
So, we've also got the cupboard out. Look, got the cupboard out, the wardrobe. So it's now looking like that. And I know you're thinking Debbie's doing all the work, but what she's doing is she's putting up some temporary hooks so we can hang some clothes up, because all our clothes are strewn everywhere on the bed. But it's like it's coming along. We've got it all out, just ready for when we have the walls installed and some insulation, because to be fair, it's pretty cold at night. It's not the thickest of the walls, but so I'll have some insulation done. False walls here. We're having, as I say, wall built here. Bonza. So it's coming along great.
Well, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and we are done. Here's our rubbish pile. That's all of the rubbish that we've taken out the house today. That's it. So we're done for the day. We're absolutely knackered. And we're just going to sit now. We've brought the nice furniture in. We're going to dump and get rid of the old furniture. And I think we're going to call it a wrap today. What say you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember COVID and these stupid face masks that we used to have to wear? Well, I knew they'd come in handy for something. Today, we're stripping the floor. And this was the original floor in the van. And we're pulling up for some reason I've used glue to stick the, what's this called, underlay down here. But this side's not too bad, but it's creating a lot of, I don't know, nasty little thin floating stuff and we're not really sure about inhaling that, so out comes the old COVID masks. Why I kept them I don't know. What say you, my darling? Oh, that's a very attractive look. Well, we're almost 3/4 of the way through, I think. I said, Dee, we're almost 3/4 of the way through, I think. We've just got the cupboard and the surrounds to do. Can't get any of this up. It's been completely glued down here.
It's glued down the outside, isn't it?
And it's absolutely not decayed. What's the word? Degenerated?
Decay.
Whatever. Oh dear. So we've just pulled up the original flooring and look what we've just discovered. Some serious water ingress, and it's quite damp there. And you can see that the original air gauge or gauze, whatever you want to call it there, is just completely deteriorated, and that's probably from the water ingress. So we've tracked it. We think it's the guttering outside that's not. It's overspilling. It's coming down the outside window and in and down this way, we think. The boards here are seriously warped now.
It's definitely there, look, because this is black, look. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it don't feel damp, but
No.
you can see it's going like that.
Yeah.
And all the way down here, because it's got a little bit of mould, look here, where that other board was put on.
Yeah.
And it's going down here, plonk, straight there.
So it's not impossible to cure. We're going to cut this out, put a new piece of chip down, but our emergency plans is, of course, to get some new guttering. Well, you know, sometimes when you wish you hadn't opened the can of worms, we opened it, and unfortunately you can see the extent of the water damage that's coming in. We think we've tracked it to coming in here, into the window, either side of the window. Look, all here is all rotted. But what?
In there as well, because no, that feels dry.
Yeah.
I don't know whether this is. Let me stick a screwdriver in it.
But what has been interesting is that all the interior, all of this interior, was a wasp's nest of some kind, or bee, or something. You can see the remnants down here. It's quite old. Well, it's late afternoon and we're wrapping it up now. Tony cut a hole in the ceiling in the end, because you can probably see that it's sagging slightly just here. So we wondered whether it was running down from the ceiling. And sure enough, there's water staining on the inside of these boards. So it's clearly running down, hitting that point, and then running back down again. So we've stripped it all out, look. Exposed it all. There was, I think it was an ant's nest completely in every one of these panels, and they'd eaten through all the polystyrene insulation as well. Cleaned it all up. I'm going to try and let it dry out. We've got no rain forecast for a little while, so that will be good. Well, it's D-Day, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 12th of February. And we just had word only last night that the builders want to start work on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So it's a mad panic rush, because not only have we got this issue going on with the water coming in from the roof, but we've got to get everything out, including the bed, and make everything absolutely empty. And to cap it all, wouldn't you believe it, thunderstorms today. So we parked the van outside. Look, there she is. And we're slowly decanting everything that we need out of here and back into the van. Poor old Tony is dismantling the kitchen. Well, look, what do you think?
I think it's pretty shy. Oh, I have to bleep that.
And look what they've done. They've attached the kitchen unit from the outside. Look, they screwed that the work surface in place. But look what we have discovered. Ooh, rats. Oh, mice.
Right.
So, yuck. We're waiting to see what we discover further up in the cupboards. Nasty. It's 5:30 in the afternoon and we are still at it. This is the last remnants of the contents of the little house. Sebastian, bless him, who's one of the workers on the campsite, has been absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. He's been backwards and forwards with his little golf caddy and a trailer, and he's taken away most of the stuff that we've got. It's the morning after the day before. Yesterday was an epic day. We went to Leroy Merlin's. We bought some replacement floor. We've got the waterproof tape. And we're sleeping in the van. We came back from Leroy Merlin yesterday. Shocker. We imagined, and that's what we thought we'd agreed, that the guys would fix the new stud walls to the existing walls. And when we walked in yesterday, they'd gutted the whole house. Let me show you. Not a wall to be had. It's completely a shell.
We still got a toilet.
We've still got a lovely toilet because the plumber hasn't been till tonight. But you can see, look how quickly they've put these stud wall bits and bobs up. Absolutely super impressive. I'm really impressed by the amount of work they did yesterday.
Yeah, look, they put it all around the windows. Look, they've done it all around the windows.
Yeah, look.
They're going to board it completely. But here's the little map. This is what it should look like.
This is the site plan. A couple of things that they noticed yesterday when they took the ceiling out. One, it enabled us to pinpoint where the water ingress is, and that is here. So you see where the screws have come through from the roof. Everywhere where the screws come in, it's leaked.
Yeah, look, I want to show you something. Look.
Ooh.
Just open the door this morning and see that little
Damp patch.
See a little damp patch directly above it?
Yeah,
Screw.
it's come from a screw.
It's come from a screw. So it's coming in via the screws. So we'll
And
probably tape those up, right? Today we'll tape them all up.
we're taping them all up today.
Every screw.
Is going to get some waterproof tape over it.
Yes.
But the other thing that was really massive was that there was an infestation of
ants.
the whole of the ceiling, they said,
Not
was
whole. It was this area here.
covered in ants.
Covered in ants.
And obviously they're
gone.
They've disappeared at the moment, but we went to a specialist hardware store yesterday afternoon and we are fully prepared. Tony is has to wear a mask and everything, is going to spray the whole of the interior of the roof.
Hello. I've got to spray some stuff and to kill all the ants and stuff, so I'm going to do that, but I've got a helmet on. It's quite toxic, this stuff, so I'm going to just film a little bit of me spraying the stuff so I'm all suited up. I'm suited and booted so I don't get rained on by the stuff. So here we go. Well, we're getting there. This was all sprayed again today. All sprayed today. I sprayed it in the hope that it's got some ants. It's got some ants up here. Look, little blighters all caught there. Look, and there. So no doubt they're up in there. I put some ant trappy stuff down there, but apparently this is standard. Everyone gets ants in their homes. We haven't seen an ant as yet, until we strip the walls back, but so it's taking shape. Like I say, all sprayed up here, everywhere. Every beam was sprayed by me this morning. It took a time because I had to have protective clothing on, God knows what. And then I started cutting these out. Look, this makes I've got this bit to cut out still here, but we've got a plumber to try and come in, or it's going to come and remove those pipes hopefully, so I can then just fill in that little bit there. Job's good, and that's all brand new board. Trouble is I can't screw it down for some reason. The screws won't go in. They're very, very tight, so I'm just going to get some nails and I'm just going to nail it in. Happy days. 3 boards, bosh, problem solved. Next thing tomorrow hopefully is this bar across here. Got to try and cut that out. Debs is on the roof and I'm going to take you up on the roof and show you what Debs has been doing today. Just bear with it. Going up the ladder. Oh, I hate going up ladders because I don't like the... It's Deborah over there. This is what she's done today. She's put this temporary, what we've done is we put this temporary butyl tape or whatever it is right the way along, because we think that's where the water was going in, because the foam's just disintegrated underneath. So we put that on there to stop that, and we've also put, like as you can see here, look, tape on all of the screws, because we know that the water is getting in from all the screws. She's done all of this side, bless her, and she's over there with her beautiful sunny hat on doing the other side.
Here.
Say again?
It's hot up here.
It is hot up here. It's like a Debs on a hot tin roof. And hopefully, just as a temporary measure, because as I say, we're going to have a new roof put on, and it'll come out further. It'll come out further. I know this is here, the but it just drip onto this roof. This roof is going to be lowered. This is going to come over, drop onto this roof, and then it's just going to be ploughing straight the way down there, etc. So that's what we're going to do. This is just a spare bit of wood that's come out the inside, but. So what's going to happen is, as I say, the roof will come down, this will be lower, so it drops onto this roof, the water, and then the water will just scoot straight off the end. And hopefully problem solved. But in the meantime, ta-da! Look at this. I know where to do that. Anyway, this is the latest stage. I have been cutting the floor, etc., using one of them. That's a multi-tool. We bought it. It's brilliant. It is. If ever you need to cut wood and that's brilliant. But remember this area here. Look, it's all done. I have cut the boards, cut the old ones out. It's a little bit bright here, so let's go on the other side. Yeah. So here it is. All the pipes have been removed. Look, I've put the boards in. I've cut them out. Only made one mistake. As you can see, there's a couple of boards over there, but I made one mistake here because it's where the cross member is. I cut it too long on the first one, then I cut the second sheet and I couldn't screw it down. So I've had to cut another bit, cut this one back a bit and make another bit, which is really, really pucker. So I've done that, made that look nice. And what I'm going to do is all the gaps I'm going to fill in. I'm going to fill the gaps in just to make it look a little bit more presentable. And I've also done that bit up there. This bit, I made a new cross member because that was rotten. All the other wood is bonza, so we're good to go there as well. Hopefully we've stopped all the rain, because we came in here this morning and there were no drips. Normally we see, if it's condensation, we see where the water comes in the roof, we can see drips where the bolts are, but it was dry as a bone this morning, so hopefully that's done the roof thing, which Debbie did, which is fantastic. What else is there? Yes, so that's that done. The guys are back to finish off this area with the name's on Monday, so that's really, really pucker. I'm just about to silicone the gaps in there, and when it's done, I'll show you how neat and tidy it looks after that. But I'm knackered now. It's warm. We've got a bit of rain coming Tuesday, so that'll be a real test for the roof. So yeah, we're cracking on. All this framework should be up by end of play Monday, and then the Wednesday is the electrician, who hopefully will get rid of all this spaghetti junction that we've got going on here. You know, he said he was going to pull it out, or whether he does pull it out, I think he will. I think he'll pull it all out and start again, which would be great. Rip it out and start again. So that's that. And then on the 27th of February, which we'll show you, we got the first fix of the new pipework for the water and stuff like that. All the plumbing that needs to go in. That'll be done on the 27th, and then and then it's shut the wards and make the boards up. Yeah, after the electrics, of course, and that's it. And then we'll be so the majority of it done. The roof will be done, the walls will be done, everything. You'll have insulation, etc. But that's hopefully what it's going to look like in plan, obviously.